In their first season back in the Gulf South, Montevallo baseball achieved a first NCAA tournament appearance under coach Chandler Rose. With freshman pitcher Anthony Porter, the Falcons will hope to have a pitch-perfect postseason. This December, Montevallo's Carmichael Library will be open until 2 a.m., so students will have ample time to look over their notes before their final test of the semester. This October, Montevallo's campus will be host to Ghost Walk, which will start here at King House and be open to all the public, and will conduct a tour across Montevallo's most haunted locations on campus. Ebenezer Swamp is one of the disappearing wetlands in southeastern United States. It serves as a resource for the Environmental Science Department, but has become a hangout spot for all students at the University of Montevallo in recent years. In the center of the park is the 36-foot-high stone blast furnace, which initially produced cast iron, but moved over to the more lucrative production of wrought iron. Barfield was the only operating ironworks for the Confederate States of America. After closing in 1899, it fell into disrepair until it was reopened in 1976. Today it serves as a popular tourist destination and a campground for the locals in the Shelby County area. Historic buildings from nearby Wilton and Centerville have been moved to the park, such as the Mulberry Baptist Church, as well as a general store. The park is also home to walking trails, as well as camping grounds. This past spring, Montevallo Dining Services conducted a campus-wide survey and have decided to switch up their menu for this fall in an effort to persuade students to further utilize their campus card dining dollars. And I'm Alex Tejada. Thanks so much for joining us. Senator Rand Paul has more serious injuries than previously thought after an attack on his home on Friday. A senior advisor to the senator says he has 5 broken ribs and lung injuries. Still ahead on ValloVision News, the city of Montevallo will be raising sales taxes just in time for the holidays. Find out how much the increase is and when it will go into effect. Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I hope they have somebody that can understand hieroglyphics, because you could get lost in that maze down there.
I know.
Your dog could literally be saving your life. According to a new study, dog ownership is associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease and death. Well, I'm very impressed with the new stadium, but I'm sure that they could have used that maybe for Atlanta United soccer,
Right.
maybe for Georgia Tech football. You know, there's a lot of stadiums I've seen that are in need of repair, and this was not one of them. It was still a very nice venue.
Right.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Finally this week, these 2 turkeys have a lot to be thankful for this year. The birds from western Minnesota will be pardoned by President Trump on Tuesday. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to ValloVision News again next week for our final newscast of the year. On to other things I won't be able to afford. General Motors has revealed the fastest and most powerful factory-built Corvette ever. GM says the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 will have 755 horsepower. Roy Moore's campaign has released 2 new commercials ahead of next month's special Senate election. The commercials began airing Friday. Faith Luna joins us now for a look at the holiday headlines that had us buzzing in the newsroom today. Faith? For all soon-to-be graduates wanting to participate in the Founders Day ceremony next week, time is running out to order your cap and gown. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to ValloVision News again next week. Montevallo's Halloween-themed Art Walk event is this weekend. Art Stalk 2017 is this Saturday, October 29th. It will take place from 1 to 6 p.m. along Main Street. Dozens of local artists and vendors will set up booths. Shelby County holds the lowest unemployment rate in the entire state at 2.4%. Nationally, unemployment is at a 16-year low of 4.2%. This week on Falcon Fever, Montevallo's soccer teams both finished with winning records. We interview 4-year starter Taylor Gonzalez on her time with the Falcons. And it's that time of year again. Basketball season returns to Trustmark Arena. Falcon Fever starts now. Today we have Taylor Gonzalez, the Overland Park, Kansas native, who was a 4-year starter for Montevallo's soccer team in the past 4 years. Taylor, how was your time at Montevallo? Jamar Taylor missed the first 3 games, but he was a team leader the second time out. But it seems as if the Falcons have brought more players in to kind of help shoulder the load from Taylor. This week, Bartow Arena is hosting the Robert Easton UAB basketball camp, but Coach says it is more than just about the basketball.
I think it's important for us. You know, one of our goals is to build our brand through the community. We want to engage the community, the kids, the younger basketball fans in the greater Birmingham area, to get really familiar with our coaches, with our players. So that's a big part of it for me. It's not only teaching basketball, having a lot of fun, but also these guys connecting with our players and with our program.
Eason, who took over from Jared Haas, who departed for Stanford, had a tough learning curve in his first season. The Blazers went 17-16 and 9-9 in Conference USA play, despite being preseason favorites to top the standings.
We have all the pieces I think we need to have a chance to win a championship, which has been our goal and will continue to be.
UAB returns 4 juniors: Chris Coakley, Lewis Sullivan, Nick Norton, who missed all but 1 game through injury, and William Ha Ha Lee, who declared for the NBA draft this season.
Haha is naturally an extremely unselfish player, and he always has been that, and it's one of the reasons he's always been successful, and it's one of the things the NBA teams like. And I think scoring points, he's proven he can do that.
However, the Plantersville, Alabama native, who led the team with 13.2 points per game, said it was an easy decision to come back to Blockingham.
I knew going into the draft that I was coming back to school, get my education. I was just going there to test the waters, see what it was like on the next level, see what I got to put into my game to be ready for the NBA draft next year.
It seems the time might be now for UAB to return to the NCAA tournament. For WBRC Fox 6 News, I'm Alex Tejada. From phenomenal to frustrating, head coach Stan Van Atta's first season since returning to Montevallo saw the Falcons finish with a 5-21 record in a year of highs and lows.
Well, I said this from the very beginning. I love my team. I mean, I did. They gave me everything I asked them for.
In their final season in the Peach Belt, the Falcons picked up crucial victories over Flagler and Young Harris. Coupled with a double overtime thrilling victory over Lemoyne Owen, last season produced many positives to take away from Van Atta's first year back.
We were in a lot of games that we probably shouldn't have been, even up to the very end of the season. I thought they fought and they clawed and they scratched for everything they've got.
Taking over a program that only won 8 games in the previous 2 seasons was a tough task for the coach, who won 166 games during his previous tenure with the Falcons. However, with junior college transfers Aaliyah Rice and Cassidy Bonebrake being named top newcomers by the Gulf South Conference, Van Atta has lots of reasons to be optimistic.
Both those girls, are quality basketball players. They've got a lot of college games under their belt.
True freshmen Deasia March and Nautica Philpott arrive after averaging double-digit points in high school. With a new assistant coach, Matt Durkin, and a new conference, things will be very different this season.
I think we can really compete at a high level in this conference. I think we have an opportunity to be, continue to grow as a squad. We're very young, and we're all going to experience this together. And so we're all going to learn, and we're all going to develop, and I think we're all going to succeed, here in a short period of time, given what our goals are.
Predicted to finish 13 in the Gulf South Conference, Coach Van Atta's side will be seen as an underdog, even here at home at Trustmark Arena. However, with the winningest coach in school history in his second stint in charge, a first winning season since 2013 could be heading to Trustmark Arena. Reporting for ValoVision News, I'm Alex Tejada.
Lord, we stand here tonight. Our hearts are heavy, grieving the life of this young man seemed to be gone too soon.
On November 18th, the University of Montevallo lost A.J. Luke, a sophomore forward on the men's basketball team. But to people on campus, he meant more than just a big man in the paint.
I love him. They really became my best friend. Not my best friend, honestly, he became my brother.
A.J. and fellow sophomore roommate Micah Fuller were big recruits out of nearby Birmingham and impressed in their freshman seasons. After appearing in 11 games, including 5 starts, A.J. scored a career-high 16 points against Kentucky Wesleyan to open this season, which earned him a starting spot. In the first game of the Rams Rising Tournament, A.J. scored 8 points in the massive win over old Peach Belt rivals Columbus State. Unfortunately, the game would be his last. Luke was found unresponsive the next morning at the team's hotel. The game against Catawba was canceled, and the team returned heartbroken after losing their teammate. It was believed he died of natural causes from a pre-existing medical condition, and an autopsy revealed that Luke had an enlarged heart. He was remembered fondly by everyone in the athletic department, even bawling out with the athletic director.
One of the things we did here about a month ago, we had a little 3-point shooting contest, and AJ beat me, and he let me know about it. And I just want to say, AJ, I can't wait the day till we meet again, and I get a chance to shoot against you. God bless you, AJ.
A.J. was a talented forward from Ramsey High School who played AAU basketball for the Birmingham Storm before he was put into the starting 5 in his first game, an exhibition against D1 Auburn. But he was loved off the court for his personality, friendliness, and charm.
I would never forget how his smile would brighten up my day.
Even outside of the student body, A.J. was loved by everyone on campus.
I said because he is so awesome. He was a wonderful, young man. And I say he was funny.
A man who said his main purpose was to make one person's day, every day, AJ made a massive impact at UM, on and off the court. Despite the tragedy, the Montevallo student body cherishes the time they enjoyed spending with AJ Luke. For ValloVision News, I'm Alex Tejada.